elevation at 6,000 feet. It's hot.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So, what your what's the temperature there in Ohio?
Somewhere around 80.
But you got a humidity that we don't deal with, right?
Right. Yeah.
So
yeah, it's rained on and off all day, so it's pretty humid. Yeah.
Well, the show started late for a good reason. I mean, porn. So, having said that, what was I going to say? Oh yeah, finally tomorrow. Now, doesn't that kind of suck that both the NBA and the NHL are going to be on? I think they're going to be on at the same time.
Yeah, I guess.
Or am I wrong on that? Yeah, 'cause I'm thinking one of them's at 6, one of them's at like 6:30. I'm talking my time.
Can you not hear me? You guys are live, just to let you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't do the 30-second thing because
I
was late.
You didn't do the what?
The 30-second countdown because I was late.
Oh, I know. That's why. Yeah, so I got confused. So
I saw you text me, and I was like, "Oh shit, I gotta go. I'm in the middle of talking."
We have a job to do. All right. Well, hey. Well, what do you want? What do you want? I don't know if we're going to get videos to watch and stuff, but if I kind of like what we were doing yesterday. I mean, we can talk about. We should. I guess we should. Talk about the Stanley Cup as well as the NBA Finals. The more every day goes by, I really think that that not only is Dallas going to win, but the combination of Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, I do not think as good as Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving. And they were a 5th seed, but it's the way they were playing at the end of the year. I told you it's their style. What makes them hard to defend is when you score, they'll throw the ball into Kyrie Irving and you'll run down and either do a layup or shoot pass it to somebody for 3. Right. In the very next play, it's the exact opposite where you couldn't be slower. They give the ball to Luka and he goes to half court like Magic Johnson and then turns around backwards and goes all the way to the paint. I think they're going to be tough to defend. I think Luka Doncic he's a version of LeBron James, if you ask me. He's going to be at the free throw line 20 times a game. You watch. He'll shoot 14 to 16 free throws a game. That easily. So,
well,
go ahead.
I see here where he already leads the whole playoffs in points and assists and everything. So, yeah.
Well, and he's
3-pointers.
What he also brings, go ahead.
Every category, he leads it in.
Hi, Miss Ashley.
I think I'm losing you.
I got to cut in. My friend Ashley's here. Hi, Ashley. So good to see you.
Hey, Ashley.
Say welcome to Ashley. She's a good friend, a longtime friend.
Hey, Ashley.
All right, Scott.
I miss you, Ashley. Come join our Discord. Come hang out with us sometime.
All right, Skunky, what were you saying again about Luka leads and everything?
Yeah, he leads the playoffs in every category, so I don't see why that would change.
Not only that, you know what else he brings to the table? That dude is a massive talker. I mean, oh my gosh. Watch one of the games and he literally talk. I mean, anybody who will listen. I think that will get to Boston. Boston's known to have a temper. I really see Dallas at the free throw line more than Boston at the free throw line. I really think that there's you can't really get at Tatum more than you can get at Jaylen Brown, but he's just going to talk to everybody. So I really think that it's going to be a tough series though. But I think that when it comes down to it, it's like you said, Luka's been leading everything. But if you do anything foolish like double team him, I've also noticed that 3 times this season in the playoffs, Kyrie Irving scored more than 30 points,
right?
And Luka's only scored like 20. So they have another weapon. I don't know. I'm one of those that likes the underdog, and I just think that when Dallas finished the season as a 5th seed, everybody wrote them off. Also they played way better teams in Boston. Boston played the Pacers. Boston played They didn't play anybody like the caliber of the Clippers. They beat the Oklahoma City Thunder. You know,
Right.
so I just think that Dallas is going to win that series. The one that intrigues me more is how about Edmonton being that physical? Because I was like, that surprised me. But Florida is still more physical than Dallas. Dallas is more Dallas. You know, remember Dallas has that. You know, the Dallas is like a hybrid team, very physical, but also very talented
Right.
and fast. Jamie Benn, Florida, no, and they don't rely on speed. Their biggest score is Kachuk, and Florida has no problem winning 1-0, 2-1.
Right.
That's why I was surprised. Edmonton was winning games this year and 5-3. You know, they were scoring a lot of goals but giving up goals. I was really surprised how they were able to. Because one of the things that happens is the reason that offensive teams too get in trouble is even when you're playing defense, you're always thinking we need to shoot the puck and go. And the Edmonton coach said it was hard to. He had to remind his guys, saying, "No, we have to wait for actually, believe it or not, for Dallas to make a mistake in their zone, and we'll take advantage of that." And
Right.
that worked. But that's Florida's game, so that's why it intrigues me more about can Edmonton actually do it again and do it against a better defensive team that's extremely physical. We'll have to see. Now, yeah, I think you'll be able to tell kind of in the first game where if the puck is in Edmonton zone, they're in trouble. And that's what, man, we watched the Ranger Florida series just cracked me up. My gosh, the Rangers camped in their zone. Those poor guys were out there for like 3 minutes going, for God's sake,
Right.
somebody get the puck. I was like, and Florida will do that to Edmonton. I guarantee you. You know when they're really going to try when Connor McDavid and the first string guys, the first line come out. That's when they're going to try more than ever to. Because what they want, obviously, is to wear out the first line.
Right. Right. Well,
So I'm intrigued.
I
Go
think
ahead.
Florida has a better goalie. That's what it'll come down to.
I don't know. Skinner looked pretty good. Well, okay, but still, he didn't even win the award. Didn't the
Uh,
Florida Panthers? I think if he didn't win the award, he was a finalist for it. And Skinner of Edmonton wasn't. So I'll go with you on that. Better goaltending. So do you think Edmonton's even got a chance?
sure, they do. Yeah.
Oh, who's home? Somebody help me out here. Is Florida who's home?
Whoever's
I,
wearing
my,
whoever's wearing the dark jersey.
I can't really go on my phone. Can you look at that real quick, Skunky?
Um,
You got the capability to look or somebody?
yeah, let me look.
Is it at Florida or at Edmonton? Not that it matters a terrible much because he's been winning on the road, but you like to have those four home games if necessary.
Yeah. I don't think it'll go 7 games.
Well, but I do know why you're doing that. That Dallas is definitely in Boston for game one, so they're going to be in Boston for 2, then Dallas in 2, and then that back and forth thing. Oh yeah, more going on about those baseball players and gambling now. Come on, man. You got to know better. They're not even saying that players can't gamble. All they're saying is that you can't gamble on. I don't even know. Do you know? Can they gamble on sports as long as it's not baseball?
I'm not sure. I think they can on other sports. I don't see why they didn't.
So then, why would you take a risk of being banned for life when you can gamble on other things? I mean, I don't get that.
A lot of
That's
money.
foolish. Yeah, but still, it's foolish. You can make a lot of money gambling on other things that aren't going to ban you for life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right. Well, while you're looking, we just talk about the series. Yeah, I'm intrigued just because of the way Florida plays, and always consider Edmonton offensive, like the Avalanche, but they really impressed me. I mean, yeah, some of those scores, my gosh, it was. You wouldn't think Dallas wouldn't have a goal, and they scored a goal with like a minute left. They might as well have lost that game 2-0. So I think I think Edmonton is going to be a challenge, but now Florida's never won it. Edmonton's got quite a few, I believe 6, but it's been a while, and that was back in the Wayne Gretzky era. So,
Yeah.
all right. Well, it doesn't look like you find it. So you want to move on? What do you want? You want to talk about football now, or whatever you want to talk about?
Whatever you want to talk about.
Well, I'm doing most talking, so go ahead. What do you want to talk about?
I'll tell you that
oh my God, I'm fucking losing my shit here. Edmonton, I guess they're playing at home first.
Okay, so Edmonton must have had a better record.
They're playing at home, and next Saturday they seem to be playing at home a lot. So I would think Edmonton is the leader in that.
Yeah, Edmonton had a better record. How about that?
And then,
well, from what I saw with the way that they took care of the Rangers, I think I have to go with Florida. And as for a rooting thing, I'm always somebody that thinks anytime a team wins a championship that hasn't won before, it absolutely helps the league that they're involved in. For example, in football, you want everybody to win it at least once. So come on, Detroit. But yeah, so I'm going to root for the Panthers. I think the best player in the series, hands freaking down, is Connor McDavid. I mean, no question. If he's not the best player in the league, he's obviously in the top 5. I put my boy too, though. I put him up there with Nathan McKinnon. So,
yeah, he didn't show up in the playoffs either.
It's just kind of a bummer because right now we should be talking even more exciting because we should be talking about the Avalanche and the Rangers in the Stanley Cup, but it did not work out that way.
No.
We were going to do some kind of gentleman's bet. That'd have been fun on the radio. Hey, we could do stuff like that. It's like, okay, that's funny, Skunky. I'll take Florida. You take Edmonton. Whichever team wins, the other one has to pour, has to pour ice over himself, or you don't want to do paint or like honey. A gentleman's bet, if you will. Who do you got in the NBA, though? You got Dallas or Boston?
I don't know. I don't really pay attention to the NBA. I'm not a big fan.
Oh, hey, I think we got something coming. What's that?
I don't know.
Some kind of tournament? Is that what the word is? I don't know.
Our professional golf tour tournament
special. In the screen, it says, "What's new in the world of cornhole?" You guys read that?
Oh yeah, I see it.
No, it's too small.
Yeah. Everyone, you got to read that because that's what people are writing in the chat, and I put that up there so you.
Oh, the cornhole tournament! Nice.
Yeah, they want to know what's new, so I pulled it up for you. Holy shit! All right, here we go. Cornhole tournament. They said, well, they wanted to know what's new in the world of cornhole.
Just a heads up, though, we got 420 and 4 minutes.
I would assume cornhole will be a Olympic sport soon.
Going on here soon in more.
Maybe it's funny.
And so we brought in some people to talk about cornhole and a park that is doing a lot of fun events. So first off, let's talk about the tournament first. Who wants to take it?
Okay. The tournament will be held June 22nd at Roosevelt State Park. We're going to have a men's singles division, women's singles division, men's double division, women's double division, and mixed double division.
And
all right.
For people that don't know, what is the game?
Serious cornholing.
It is
going on in the country. In fact, it's where a lot of kids are moving on to make some money out of it. I just read an article where a student.
Do you see his name? Vince Skank.
Decided to start playing cornhole. And this past year, he made $40,000 on the professional circuit as a high school student.
I'm done with WJTV. I'm so sorry to my news director.
He's quitting his job.
Put at it to win the money, right? I mean, that's probably a specific case too.
40 grand?
What? I can throw a beanie bag. I'm in. Let's go.
Yeah, but can you throw it in that hole?
Yeah, I've played it before. Yeah.
Right.
Hey, MJ and I played. Do you know what trash basketball is? Where you could crumple stuff up and throw it in the garbage can. We got pretty good at that.
Right. Yeah.
Trash basketball.
So our here in Columbus, our the Memorial Golf Tournament starts tomorrow, which is Jack Nicklaus's deal. So that's kind of cool.
Oh, hey, we got 420 coming up. What's up?
Yeah.
And there's your cornhole update. 40 grand.
June 22nd.
You in the Ellensville or Middletown, New York area? Revamp your space with Collins Paints Ltd. Ugly walls? Let Collins Paints Ltd. add a splash of color to your world. Collins Painting is a veteran-owned and operated business. They can transform your space to whatever your heart desires. Say goodbye to the boring beige and hello to possibilities of bright and vibrant colors. The Collins Painting team are a group of skilled professional painters who will turn your vision into reality. Call Collins Paint Ltd. today to get a fast and easy quote. Available Monday through Fridays, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Saturdays, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Call them at 845-869-8176.
Badger Heart Puppetry. Badger Heart Puppetry. Badger Heart Puppetry. If you need some kick-ass puppets, contact Thorge at 1-636-234-1535. He has all your puppet needs. He can fix puppets, build puppets, custom-made puppets. He has puppets off the rack for cheap prices. Contact Thorge today at 1-636-234-1535 or on TikTok or Facebook at Badger Heart Puppetry. He also makes LARPing items too.
Hey, Mississippi, why don't we take a ride to Dauphin, PA today?
Dauphin? What's in Dauphin?
Bella's Badass Crystals.
Oh, but I thought you hang out with them on Facebook and on TikTok.
That's only on Mondays, Tuesdays, Saturdays, Sundays. Today I want to go there and pick up all my great finds.
That sounds like a great road trip. That's Bella's Badass Crystals on TikTok and Facebook, but you can also find them on the top of the mountain in Dauphin, PA.
They are badass.
Days down by the swamp where I was raised, popping caps, sitting back, listening to the guitar play. The shade of blues unknown by a few, it rings inside of my head like they always do. Hype is filled, reality's killed, everything comes into blues. Yeah. On the brain is a habit strain. Smoke lords, smiling rhyme. Yeah. Known on the plane as Miss Mary Jane. She'll get you every time. Ooh, but in the middle between the lines, smoke it rises to the top. I can't breathe, my brain is fried. I guess I'll cough till the lines stop. Humid haze in a mental daze, down by the swamp where I was raised. I'm popping caps, sitting back, listening to inside my head. Beyond the shadow of a doubt, I can't remember what the fuck I said. Ooh, but in the middle between the lines, smoke it rises to the top. I can't breathe, my brain is fried. I guess I'll cough till I stop. You've been hazing a mental daze down by the swamp where I once raised. I'm popping caps in the back, listening to the guitar. But lately, yeah, the shade of blues unknown by a few. It rings inside of my head like they always do. Your pipe is filled, reality's killed. Yeah, everything still comes in twos, while everything will fall on you.
Happy 420 to everybody. Welcome back. You're looking at Stoner Sports. And look at, I'm baked. You guys need to smoke more while you're getting high doing this.
I hear you.
You're allowed to on Facebook. They can't tell you not to. Yeah. Blow up a big bong or something. Yeah, there you go. That back to the
Yeah,
sports.
here we go.
Back to the sports. Let me get out of here.
Hey, Scott, you know, we were talking football yesterday about the Eagles.
Hang on. He told me to smoke more. Just doing my job.
Right.
Yeah.
I saw today where they signed Saquon Barkley.
Who did?
The Eagles.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Why did my phone not tell me that? I thought, okay, so was Saquon Barkley still under contract, or how'd that work? Was it a trade?
Wasn't he? I think he was put under the franchise tag.
Yeah, I got to tell you,
well.
I'm kind of shocked. I'm shocked at that.
I saw it as well. They were talking about it today on the news. That not on the news, but like I saw a report. I didn't get far into reading it, but I was like, that seems new. Saquon Barkley playing for whoever. I didn't know it was the Eagles. Was it the Eagles?
Yeah.
I heard him,
Yes.
and I was like, what? Why is he not playing where he used to play? And
Giants.
yeah, I was
Well,
like, when did
Come on,
he
you
leave the Giants? But I guess
you think of the Giants, and hello, yeah, that's what you think of. I mean, it's like, well, you know, the Giants might have a chance if Barkley has like 150 yards and Saquon gets 20 and they totally lose. But I mean, the only thing I can think.
Maybe they picked up somebody in the draft. Who did they pick up in the draft? Did they pick up a running back?
I don't know.
Yeah, they did, but they picked up.
They had 10 or 7 or 8, 10 picks, so I'm sure they got a running back at some point. Maybe he's going to be better.
Yep, and there were a lot of running backs that were picked in the draft. But, well, you know, I mean, hey, I was surprised being a Raider fan. I was honestly surprised that Josh Jacobs got traded to the Green Bay Packers, and a lot of people were surprised that he got chased. But I guess Jones was on his way up. Josh Jacobs tearing up the league. He didn't do so, you know, didn't necessarily do that last year. But now that I'm thinking about it, though, and if we think about it,
Tyrone,
like over the last 4 or 5 years, Barkley got hurt a lot.
They picked up
Remember
a guy
Saquon?
named Tyrone Tracy Jr., and he was like third to last in the whole draft at, I think, 168. But I don't know what else they have. What else? Who else could they possibly have? I don't remember anybody else.
They really don't. And they got Daniel Jones, you know, Danny Dimes, who runs too.
Maybe they're just throwing in this year again.
I think that's what they're doing because I mean, but also now that I do think back though, just a couple years ago, Barkley missed most of the season. Remember that? Then he came back and like 3 or 4 games in, got hurt again. Um, it's so weird about, and I know since you guys follow sports, you've heard because they've been talking about this uh, for years now. The running back has lost its oomph like it used to, where teams are more likely to let a running back go than let a wide receiver go, or let,
They pass more.
I just asked, and it says Saquon Barkley has not been traded anytime recently. Nothing to that effect.
so that's false information.
I'll be damned.
I don't know. I saw it though. I saw it like it came up on ESPN through one
Yeah.
of the do something about. Let me look on my phone right now.
I'll be damned.
Huh.
We didn't get it
'Cause
done.
my phone's set up to where I think Barkley is a big enough, considering he was a Pro Bowler, of a person that my phone would have told me. You know what I mean? I would have got some kind of message that said Barkley just got traded to the Eagles. More, that's interesting. And now he's saying that he wasn't traded.
Somebody said
Well,
something.
that would
in the
make.
chat. I feel like I'll be able to bet on sports now. LOL, says Christopher.
I'm telling you what, though, that makes more sense if he wasn't traded because I can't imagine. No offense to the Giants, but you know that's like their number one guy. It's Saquon. I can't imagine that they would trade him unless like he was like Hippie was saying that unless it's all about we're going to save some money. But seriously, on the running backs though, Christian McCaffrey just got a bump. He's the highest paid running back in the league, and he should be.
Yeah.
But they were like there was a time, especially when we were watching it in the '80s, that the running backs were featured. They ran the ball a lot more than they do now.
Right.
And they feel the running backs are dispensable. Oh, and how about this? They didn't necessarily care when we were watching football if he was good at catching the ball out of the backfield. Now you have to be. It seems like they'll literally let a running back go that's not necessarily good at going out of the backfield because remember it's all about the dink and dunk. Well, another play they like to do is take 2 steps back and throw it to the running back. So
Hey,
it's funny. We just don't have the money the money is being spent. The biggest we talk about the biggest place where the money is being spent. These quarterbacks are making a ton of money.
yeah. Well, I saw where I believe his name is Justin Jefferson from the Vikings.
Wide receiver for the Vikings.
Just got a contract extension, and he is now the highest paid non-quarterback position player in the NFL. Four years for $140 million.
For what?
$140 million for 4 years.
Wow. You realize that every time that happens, though, that will change because when I don't know, Devontae Adams of the Raiders, when it's time to re-sign him, or let me think here for a minute. Tyreek Hill, the Dolphins, when it's time, they're going to want more than what he got, because now he set the bar for what top-notch wide receivers are going to ask for and get. So
right.
Offensive players generally overall make more than the defensive players. But the running back, it's funny. The running backs aren't even making. I think Christian McCaffrey's going to make $17 million a year, and if you think that's a lot, compare that to Kirk Cousins, 4 years, $180 million.
That's amazing.
I mean, that's insane. So the running back position on the offense, they even pay the tight ends more than the running back.
Right.
Yeah. Wide receivers, tight ends, that offensive line, no, but so, and it's funny when you think about that too. These teams got bad offensive lines that they're also not willing to spend $180 million on a left tackle. You know, so
That's the salary cap.
oh yeah, and
Yeah.
that's the way they look at it. That's why even um, you're reluctant. I just saw how much I think I'll get his name right. Best kicker in the league for Justin Tucker for the Ravens, the one who kicked the 68-yarder against the Lions. He's got like the highest percentage. Great.
All
He
right.
gets paid a lot of money. I wouldn't be surprised if the Ravens go, you know what? We're going to go with another guy that can make some field goals, but can't kick it that far, and then we'll get somebody else. Because the salary cap is making teams where do you want to spend the money? If you're going to spend a lot, if you're going to get a franchise quarterback and pay him the kind of money that they're shooting out now, then you have to also say, okay, well, then that also means that we're going to, okay, we'll downgrade running back. Well, we'll take one of the kids that we drafted, give him the ball, he'll be fine because we got a franchise quarterback. Well, now you probably traded away a running back who's been in the league for a while that knows how to block. That you know what I mean. So it's like you win in some areas and you lose in the other. Then if you have a good defense and they know it, now the guys on your defense want money, so now you're spending money on the defensive side, and you have to make some tough decisions. That's why I really think the Raiders are going with Aiden O'Connell and Gardner Minshew because they're like, hey, if our defense is that good and we could run the ball and play like the New England Patriots did, hey, maybe we could win football games with.
Yeah, with those two, it'll be tough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's tough. It's tough with every team. I mean,
and you guys are in with the Chiefs, so that's a strike against you right there.
Dude, I know.
All right. Cut it. Quit it. Cut it. Cut it. Everybody quiet down for a second here, please. Can you hear me okay? Old fella?
Yeah.
Old fella?
Yeah.
All right. Listen to me, okay? I'm going to read you something over here. I'm not a good reader, but I'm going to do my best, all right? It says, oh, sorry, I had to swallow my spit. It says, Eagles head coach takes shot at Giants for losing Saquon Barkley in free agency. Got your best player in quotation marks. I go down to continue reading. The rivalry between the New York Giants and the Philadelphia Eagles only grows stronger by the day this offseason. Things heated up when the Eagles signed former Giant star running back Saquon Barkley in free agency. Now Eagles head coach Nick Shanahanahani attempting to rub salt in the wound at OTAs.
Yeah.
So it's official.
Was about the Eagles signing Barkley and took a shot at the Giants while praising his new running back. Sometimes you see the Giants fans around here with it being so close, and Sharanahani says, told the media, they give me a good go. Giants and I typically let it go, but if the guy gets me good enough, I usually say, we got your best player. Barkley signed a 3-year, $37 million deal with the Eagles this offseason. He will face off against the Giants for the first time in Week 7 at MetLife Stadium.
Yeah.
So I don't know what to believe now, because now I just read that and it says he was gone, right? That he's gone.
Yeah, and so 3 years, 37 million mathematically is like 13. So it's still under Christian McCaffrey's.
Like 12 something. Yeah, I was gonna say 12.
Yeah, but I would have to say after you reading that, it sounds to me like he's an Eagle. So I guess what we missed is that he became a free agent and nobody had signed him. Probably because he wanted 37 million. And some people think.
Hold on, it continues. I didn't notice.
Okay.
It says the Giants should be fine without Barkley. Now let's see what this shit's about, because I don't know about that.
I didn't know the
To
March.
make up for the loss of Barkley, Big Blue signed a running back, Devin Singletary, in free agency. While he might not be the household name that Barkley is, Singletary is a high-quality rusher that should be a productive back in 2024. Barkley rushed for only 962 yards in 6 touchdowns, averaging 2.9 yards after contact per attempt, while forcing 31 missed tackles and securing 51 first downs in 2023. Singletary averaged 2.88 yards after contact per attempt, with 36 missed tackles, forced and 44 first downs. Singletary finished in the 2023 season with 898 yards rushing and 4 touchdowns. He also added 30 receptions for 193 yards. The Giants are moving away from having a bell cow rusher as they had with Barkley over the last 4 years. Instead, Singletary will be the lead rusher in a committee backfield, joined by rookie Tyrone Tracy Jr., as aforementioned, and a second-year running back, Eric Gray. The Giants' rushing quarterback should be adequate despite the loss of Barkley this off season.
Yeah.
The end.
There you have it.
There you have it. Well, the last name intrigues me. I'm just curious if Devin Singletary is related to Mike.
I imagine he was little Mike's grandson or something.
Something right now.
Yeah, and the fact that Singletary is not a common name. Yeah, but maybe we should see if there's a.
I got a lot of friends in the Singletary family.
Yeah.
Oh, do you?
No, I'm just making shit.
I know some double Terrys and.
Yeah, triple Terrys, but no single.
Triple Terry. Remember, folks, this is the Stoner Sports Report, so and we were told to get higher. So I'm just doing my job.
All right, you want to hear a little clip? I got a little clip I can play for you.
Let's have it.
We love clips. Yeah, we need like popcorn and stuff.
It's about the Giants, so it should be embarrassing.
The New York Football Giants.
As a Jets fan, I said it should be embarrassing about the Giants. Oh, I'm so funny. Oh, all right, let me see if I can get this shit figured out. There it is. Let's see if it's here. There it is. There it is. All right, share. All right, can you guys see that?
I see it.
Yeah. Make it bigger on your screen at home. Thank you. Oh, please like, subscribe, share, tap that button. Tap my ass. Oh, no, don't tap my ass yet. I'm still covering from needle dick. Oh, anyway, let's get it going. Here we go. Here's this clip about the Giants. I don't know what it's about, though. Okay, nice and loud, right in my ear.
34.5. 19 quarterbacks in the 20s, 6 quarterbacks in the teens. That leaves 1 quarterback. Daniel Jones.
Not related.
The New York Giants franchise quarterback.
Danny Dimes.
The guy the New York Giants had to pay. I was told they had no other choice.
I don't know why this guy's yelling
This
in
is
my
the
head.
going rate for quarterbacks. We just won a playoff game. You don't understand. What are you talking about? I don't understand. What do you
Calm
mean?
down, buddy.
I'm an Eagle fan.
Easy, buddy.
I mean, I'm not going to act
Oh,
like
isn't
we're
he- isn't he-
Patriots, but I know a thing or two about paying a quarterback when you shouldn't, winning a playoff game.
This guy.
I know a lot about watching Daniel Jones. Had to pay him. When they paid him, the first thing they did was let you know Don't worry, you can get out of it in 2 years. Here we are, year 2, and all anybody can think about is when are they going to get out of the contract?
Shut up.
Maybe.
Hey, Drew Lock from Denver.
My God, this guy's pissing me off.
No, not the mighty fallen. He was never mighty, other than when he was playing the music.
This guy needs to get high. Hey, this dude totally needs to get high.
Good grief, you sound like an idiot.
Well, guess what? Your starting quarterback.
Can you imagine if you were like working next to him and you're like, dude?
Can you imagine the guy that hired this guy? He must be some sort of moron.
Or deaf.
No, yeah. Hey, you know what? He was more. Hey,
like an ass every day on the radio.
You know what? He was probably more. He was probably more like that to you, where he's like, "Hey, you want a job? That's gonna be great. Okay, you start tomorrow. Oh, that's fantastic. Oh my God. Okay." Oh, geez.
God, that was horrible. That was really loud and not good.
Did you see it? Hey, did you guys see it?
Tim says, no, Singletaries are not related. The Singletaries
Okay,
are
not related. But did you guys see our man's sideburns?
Yeah, I was going to make a comment, but he wouldn't shut up. I was like,
Right.
dude, take a breath. Holy shit.
Nice sideburns, bro. Man, can you imagine? Okay, he's always like that. He comes home and he's all, "Hey, honey, where's the kids at?" And she's like, "Good God, buddy."
Good golly, my friend, take it easy. Take a chill pill, bro.
He needs an edible.
This is why they can't let marijuana in the sports.
And
Hey, you know what? I just thought of that. He's giving people like us a bad name. Hey, guys, we're not going to yell and scream at you and make it.
Yeah, we're
Jeez, dude.
stoned. You guys relax. There's going to be no yelling here. We're going to be like, yo, dude.
Hey, I did learn that there are 87 professional sports teams.
Oh, look, I am chilling. Hold on. Yes.
You're starting to slouch, old fella.
Well, that guy was scaring me, man.
That was scaring me. Oh,
87 professional sports teams play in states that have legalized marijuana.
87 teams, yeah, but that's like 4 from, or 12 from New York, 7 from Ohio, 15
Ohio has 10 that I can count.
Ohio
Really?
has how many?
Yeah, 10.
10, just 10, huh?
Wow.
But
Yeah.
that's cool. But you know what sucks is I don't understand, and this is going to be a situation, I think, because like when you go to play the Utah Jazz and you're a drug addict, a pothead like me, you go over there, how you not going to be able to take your medicine?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, I was thinking that might be something that you might want to research, and you might want to research, and we got a video. But speaking of that, I can't get Scary Guy out of my head.
Research? You would think I'm a research.
I'm so glad that he played that. That dude was hilarious. Who the fuck hired that guy? Are you kidding me?
It says Sports Grid. That's the name of the show. Sports Grid. You gotta look that up. Research. Get on that. Look up who owns Sports Grid.
Our research team. Where are you?
There, I think that's me. I'm waiting. I'll answer you when I get back. I'm research and development.
And development.
And here and radio.
Just no screaming. There'll be no screaming on this show.
No.
Good God.
And we ain't no Diddy over here on the radio, so we will not be
Hey,
inappropriate.
he was literally going.
Unless
he
you're
goes-
over 21.
Anita,
He was.
Yes, sir.
throw a singer-songwriter in there as well.
Oh, and I am a singer-songwriter now. Yeah, that is
not
true. I
good.
forgot.
Real quick though, we had that dude going. It's year 2, and the entire city's wondering what's going on with Daniel Jones.
Yeah. First of all, I've lived in that city most of my life, and nobody gives a shit about the Giants. No offense. No, some people are crazy and they like the Giants. Curly Kel, that nappy ass, she likes the Giants. Curly
Really?
Kel, that nappy ass, yeah.
Oh yeah, and he's all pay him. They had to pay him. They shouldn't pay him. They should pay him. Good God.
She's not only a nappy ass and she likes the Giants, but She likes the Giants, and she knows what she's talking about. Like, she knows sports, too. So she's a pain in the ass because
He likes the Rangers.
Yeah, well, I mean, she likes the Rangers.
He doesn't know
Smart
what.
there. She was smart there.
But still, dude. But she still likes the Giants, though.
Yeah,
You have to give a lot of
All
demerits.
of a sudden, they said Jets or Giants, and she said, "Whoa," and went with the Giants instead of
The,
with the Jets.
the New York Football. Hey, you know my boy. Remember, he doesn't do it as much, but you know who we grew up with? Chris Berman. Rumbling, bumbling, stumbling.
Let's
And
put
he
him
would
on
say,
the show. Tell him to come on over here. Oh, you grew up in the
we
neighborhood
should look
with him?
that up too.
I think he did.
Research.
But he would say things like he would go, the New York Football Giants.
I
Or
think he would be.
he would try to do Al Davis and he'd be all, the Raiders.
I think he'd be a perfect third for the three of you. Yeah, it would be you, Chris Berman. Is that who you said?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Remember, he Boomer. And he was the one that he would go,
Could go.
yes, Jets.
Yes.
He could go all the way. That's them.
He
could.
go all the way.
Rumbling, bumbling, stumbling. And then he had nicknames. Remember? Let's see.
Giants over there, Michael.
Oh, boy. It's been a while. He had nicknames. I can remember the baseball ones. Because he would say Walt Three Blind Weiss. He would say Mark Eve of Destruction McGuire. But he had Nick. He would.
Nearly enough marijuana, young man. You need to step up your drug intake. Because I can't remember none of that shit.
Oh, man. Give me a second. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I just erased that stuff from my memory, I guess. No, you're not. Don't get yourself sick. You're going to get your bellyache. Taking all the marijuanas in. Michael over here says Giants. I'm going to have to say boo.
Yeah.
Boo. Sorry, Michael.
Oh, like the Giants? Hold on. Whoa. Time out here. There's a timeout on the field. In the NFC East, we got your boys taking the Giants.
That's what Michael says. He's not my boy.
Okay, well, Michael.
Michael, did I have one of your babies?
even the Cowboys.
Baby daddies.
Even the Cowboys who are going to lose, to the 49ers in the playoffs again this year, or Green Bay or some other wild card team. The Eagles.
I don't like to think about the NFC until it's time, Like I don't even think about them guys. That's kind of weird, I guess, right? Like I don't ever look at the forecast. I don't look at the future. I look at like today. Like if there's a Jet game on today, then let's focus on that. We got to focus on the now, not this.
Right on.
Like
so you're focusing, but you're saying you're also focusing more on the AFC and not the NFC, correct?
Yeah, well, because we don't deal with them. Well, now it's been crazy. Last year we deal with them.
Well, now we play. Yeah, what division?
Play each other. I gotta look at the schedule and see. Like, I know we're playing the 49ers, but I gotta see. That means we're playing the Lions. So that'll be.
No, hey, Hippie, you don't have to look at the rest. If they're playing the 49ers, then that means they're playing the
Lions. And
they're playing. No, not the Lions. It would be the 49ers, the Rams, the Seahawks, and the Arizona Cardinals.
Oh, not the
Did you hear me?
I hate the Seahawks.
You have Seahawks, Rams. Why am I drawing back? Seahawks, Rams, Cardinals, and 49ers. Because the Raiders are playing. We're playing the NFC South. We're playing the Saints, Falcons.
We don't have to play
Panthers.
the Raiders until in the Super Bowl. All
No,
right.
you'll play us in the AFC Championship because we're both in the AFC. And
be there, bro.
and the Raiders are going to win because Aaron Rodgers is going to be running for the. Aaron Rodgers is going to be running for the game-winning touchdown, and they're going to go like this. He's at the 20. He's at the 10. His leg's at the 5. I don't know what happened. He fumbles. The Raiders recover on the 1. Game over. Oh.
You have a very vivid imagination. You're getting up there. And those dreams are getting more and more vivid.
With that schedule, Kirby read last night for the Jets. Aaron Rodgers might be running for the MVP.
Yeah,
boom. Hey, do you guys remember? Hey, do you guys remember when Daniel Jones broke open for an 80-yard run. He's the quarterback for the Giants. Do you remember when he went through the line for an 80-yard touchdown and he fell he fell down, he tripped over his own feet at like the 20 and he didn't make it. He went like 60 yards and they're like, he's at the 40. He's at the 30.
As a big man, as a big man lover, like myself, I want to say that the big man lover, I felt for him because he was trying his best. He was doing his best. And
man, he was booking. That's why it was hilarious, man. They were like, he's at the 30, he's at the 20, he's down.
Now, I'll tell you something. It was kind of scary because Anita, myself, back in the day, I used to play softball. And one day I hit a ball about 700 miles down the road. And I was running like a house. And all of a sudden I ruptured my Achilles tendon. And I said, whoa, bam, face first to the ground. And I broke my nose. And I had blood coming out of my face, and I had to crawl back to second base. And I said, this hurts. Who hit me with a baseball bat? And that kind of scared me because that's what I thought happened to him, the way he fell.
And I give Jones credit because after the game, they said, so do you feel any tightness? He goes, are you kidding me? I literally fell over my own feet.
Well.
He goes, I'm totally fine. I'm embarrassed. It was a Monday night football game. He goes, I was totally embarrassed. I got up and got tackled so I didn't even get the touchdown.
Yeah, but his homies probably come up and tackled him because they were all excited and ready. You know, he just took it back 60 yards or whatever. I love when those big guys get the interception and on the defensive line, and then they go rumbling and bumbling and trying to get.
I love that. I love that.
Hard. Get my little head hard. I get all worked up over here when I see those boys trying to score.
Then you get a fat guy.
I might do on Discord. What are you saying? I'm sorry.
No, just said, that's awesome. Like you're saying. Puts his big mitt up, blocks it, catches it himself, rumbles and bumbles.
Fumbling in the air, and then he pulls it down, and it's in his hands, and he's like, what the hell do I do with this? And then he's like, no! And he just starts bumbling. He's like, he's huffing and puffing. He's only gone 10 yards. He's like,
wore out.
All right.
I hate running laps.
Okay, you guys, I got probably one of the best ones for you. We're gonna go down. I know we only got a few minutes, so before we go, we're gonna go down memory lane, and you're gonna love this one. Okay, you ready? It's the Dallas Cowboys and the Buffalo Bills in the Super Bowl, and there's a fumble, and Leon Lett of the Cowboys picks it up. He's a big defensive lineman, and he's running down this. You guys know he's running down the sidelines. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere comes Don Beatty. And Don Beatty was fast as hell for Buffalo. And Leon's looking at the crowd, and he's holding the football up, and they're trying to tell him that Beatty's right behind him. 1 yard before he gets in, he knocks the ball out of the end zone.
Dancing on his way in.
That was so. And Don Beatty, I got to give him credit, you guys. He ran from his own 10 and got him right at that.
Never gave up. That man never gave up. He said, I'm going to get it. I remember.
And they were yelling. They show, after the play, they showed the video over and over where the Dallas Cowboy players were trying to run down the sidelines going, Leon, dude. He's right behind you.
I remember speaking of Chris Berman on the highlight. On the highlight of that play, I remember him saying, Leon, let it be.
Yeah. Oh, I love Chris Berman. He does the fastest 2-minute drill.
Right.
I miss him.
He's one of my favorites.
He was a great. I loved him. He was very entertaining compared to some of these dorks they got now. I can't even handle it. Half the time I turn the football volume off. I know football enough to know what's going on.
Yeah.
I know the hand
Agreed.
signals. I know what they're doing. I know when they're cheating, especially the Patriots, those fucking scumbags.
Come on now.
But that being said,
That
so
being
I don't
said.
need to hear this shit. I turn the volume. I don't want to hear Joe Buck tell me about the fucking Jets.
Chris Collinsworth is the absolute worst.
Talking to me about the goddamn Jets.
Oh yeah, Collinsworth. You know, if I'm the Cowboys, you're not the Cowboys, dude. You played for the Bengals. You were a decent wide receiver, and that's it.
Me about my Jets. Give me fucking Sanchez. I'll take that dumbass. At least he played for us.
Dirty Sanchez.
Oh,
Yeah.
I can stomach.
Fumble.
The one I can stomach though. I can stomach Tony Romo just for the fact that what he does do, he does at least let you know.
He's okay,
He
but
explained.
he made me think of Chris Collinsworth. Oh,
Oh no, Collinsworth sucks. No. Oh, and no, I know.
dipshit.
I know I'm biased because I'm a Bay Area boy, but I like Al Michaels. Always have. He was the one that was doing the World Series between the Giants and the A's when the earthquake happened.
He's an icon. He should be in the Guinness Book of World Records for being awesome.
Yeah. I'm glad you. I like him too. Always have.
Yeah, he's always been
classy.
great. It'll come
So
out
he-
that he's touching kids or something because that's what everybody does now. I've heard. Like if you're
Well, I hope. Then you guys like Jim Nance. I like Jim Nance too. He's all right.
He's all right. Always
Right.
loved John Goodman.
John Madden. Hey, you're talking about my team, boy. John Madden was the best. John Madden was the best, I think. And him and Pat Summerall together. Hey, how about when Pat Summerall wasn't drunk? He was such a drunk. You guys know that about Pat Summerall?
Right.
John Madden.
I don't judge.
John Madden didn't drink at all. Okay.
Hey,
There were actually some games. There were some NFL games that Pat Summerall didn't even do. Pat Summerall was passed out in the hotel, and John Madden had to go do the game by himself. Yep.
I believe it. That's all right.
Oh yeah, Pat Summerall was bad, real bad.
As long as
Yeah.
Mrs. Summerall wasn't pissed. Was Mrs. Summerall pissed all the time?
I would think.
Doubt
I was Mrs. Summerall, and I was sitting at home, and I'm like, my husband gonna be on the TV about 4 minutes now.
And no, he's not. Yeah,
And all
more
of a
than
sudden,
once.
Man, what the fuck? He's supposed to be
There's
with the
a-
big guy. Him and the big guy together. That's their job. Where the
Right.
hell is he? Patrick?
John Madden has a book. He has a book called "Hey, Wait a Minute," where he literally writes it. He said, "Look, it got to the point where we would go to the city, and I'd have to be around him the whole time. I'm just gonna go to my room. I'll be right back." Hammered. I'm like,
That's sad. That's
I mean,
sad.
that is.
I feel bad
That's
for
sad.
anybody that suffers.
But that was only at the end. No, I mean it was near. Remember then Pat Summerall retired, and John Madden did it with. Oh man, I don't remember. Do you guys remember? Because remember there was somebody else.
Didn't Collinsworth go with him? Oh, I hate Collinsworth.
Oh, it could be.
God,
I
yes.
don't know.
Oh, when I used to
Anyway.
play for Cincinnati. Oh, when I used to play for Cincinnati. Shut up, you fucking Fruit Loop.
You ain't lying.
You didn't even play. You sucked, Collinsworth. You didn't even belong in the league. Get out of here, you bum.
Actually, no, dude. He was actually pretty good. He was actually.
I don't know. I think
Actually
he
pretty
played
good.
before I was old enough to care.
Isn't Cincinnati the when Montana what was that called, the catch?
Oh, the immaculate.
Oh, that was that. You're talking about Joe Montana and Dwight Clark against the Cowboys. Yeah. Well, hey, back to Collinsworth though. Let's not forget, Hippie. Collinsworth was catching the ball from my boy Boomer Esiason.
God. You remember
Ever
how
Boomer?
embarrassing it was?
Hey, the Bengals were pretty good. The Bengals were in the playoffs.
How embarrassing Super Bowl, whatever it was, when the 49ers spanked the ever-living crap out of the Cincinnati Bengals, I think it was.
Yes.
It was like 55-3, and we could have
That's-
scored more, but we didn't want to embarrass you anymore. Your boy Boomer.
They still had Ken Anderson for a quarterback then.
Oh, hey, well, no, hey, hold on. Yeah, Kenny Anderson. When they played And actually, the whipping though, that wasn't. No, the whipping of 55-3 was actually 55-10, and that was Denver and John Elway.
Denver Broncos?
Yeah,
It could have been the
But-
Denver Broncos.
but the
I remember
Bengals did
watching
lose.
that game. It was a blizzard in New York, and I was working at the airport. I was a sky cap. I would go out to the cars, and I would get their bag. I forgot I'm talking like Anita. I would go out to the cars and get the bags and bring them in. And we were working at the airport, but everything was shut down. So they were like, "Come on down to the gas station building down there, Hudson General." And we're hanging out in there. We got the game on, and we all got loaded, hanging out at the airport, trapped at the airport, watching the 49ers smack the ever-living crap out of John. Was it John Elway then, or was it somebody?
Yeah, it was John Elway.
That big old blockhead Elway.
Yeah, in fact, I remember that. I remember that Super Bowl well because Jerry Rice just blew it up. Yeah, Montana and Rice just had a freaking
I was
field
a
day.
diehard 49er fan then when I was a kid.
But the Bengals were badass. They had handed to Icky Woods. Let's do the Icky Shuffle. Hell yeah, the Bengals.
Icky in his shuffle, man. I didn't like Icky in his shuffle. He started all that shit with Terrell Owens and all the rest of them signing footballs and bringing Sharpies onto the.
Yeah. Hey, all right, you guys. I think I'm gonna. Yeah, it's we went over it, but that's cool. We had stuff to talk about, so I think I'm gonna. I got stuff I got to do, and.
All right, homie. I want to thank everybody for chilling out and hanging out. This is
all right.
You guys finish it up. I'm out of here. You're the wrapper-uppers. I'm just.
All right, let's do that. All right, hey, you guys.
Good luck.
Thanks for joining us at Stoner Report with Scott and Skunky. Appreciate you guys hanging out with us. We're gonna do it again tomorrow at 7:00 Eastern, 5:00 Mountain. Peace out.
See you tomorrow. Peace.